I wonder where that, you know, being that little girl at 12 years old who is praying and didn't know even what to and saying, oh, I hope I can do good in the world. Like now that you've seen the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, reciprocate with you and you felt that, how much more strength does that give you in that process? I want to hear a bit about maybe that spiritual side that you shared earlier on. When you've seen that being returned in you trying to do good, how does that feel?
It sort of like reassures me that like the journey is real, and those sort of like trusting my gut and having it's sort of like putting in the work. Then when the opportunities arise, you can then be there and be ready for it, but you have to put in the work and prepare. And so I think I was so focused on putting in the work, and I never knew. I was like, are the opportunities ever going to arise? You know, who knows? But it's true that when you put in the work and you're trying, you will get those opportunities to progress. And doors will open if you're being honest with yourself, right? And being authentic. And so for me, I think before it was sort of like, I think this is it. I think this is how this works. Where now I'm like, I know this is how this works. So then it gives me sort of peace of mind that also it doesn't have to be such a grind and such a struggle. And my world used to be very black and white, and I live much more in the gray area now. And where I was like all or nothing, I'm trying to be a bit more soft in my approach, and more of a warm hug than a strong punch, which is what I used to be.
Do you think that's natural in like the journey of like building something to then having built something successful, of course? Do you think that's natural? Do you think that that transition of that hard punch to that warm hug, as you said it, feels like a natural transition? And it kind of has to go in that order? Or do you feel not everyone has to do it that way? Is that...
I don't think people have to do it that way. That was just my way, right? It's your life circumstance, right? And your fight or flight mode and your survival sort of instincts that is really sort of like how you cope or deal with things. I appreciate what got me here, but I know it's not going to take me to that next stage. And I don't think everyone's journey is the same. But I do think that anyone who seeks to be successful in life has to have relentless perseverance.